Do you remember my video last week that I showed you how to decorate a bookcase? Remember I told you there was going to be a DIY? I wasn't kidding. Today I'm going to show you how to make this candle box. So I'm going to walk you through the steps, and it's a pretty simple project. You can probably have this done in, I'd say probably around like 15 minutes. And I actually don't recommend using real candles in here. Fire and wood does not go together. I like to put one of these. This one is a Luminara candle, but it's the one that has like the realistic flame in it, and they make great night lights, especially since these candles are on a timer too. All right, let's get started.
So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a jigsaw, a hammer, a measuring tape, a carpenter square. You're also going to need some trim nails. These are 1 5/8 inch, and some plywood that I got at Lowe's. And you're going to need something to drink. So right here, all I'm doing is measuring, and I like to measure at the top and put a little mark, and then I also like to do at the bottom just to make sure that I'm lined up. And then take your square, and then recheck your measurements and draw a line. Safety first. Okay, now we're taking the jigsaw and just cutting along the line. I like to do on the inside of the line just to make sure that it's the same measurement. Alright, after you do that, we're going to do the same steps we just did to get the bottom piece of the candle box. And I'm following those steps again, and this time to get the sides, I'm going at the 10-inch mark and cutting on the inside of the line, lining it up and doing another side. Right here, I'm dry fitting it, and I actually slowed down the time lapse. Right here, I'm drawing lines to see where the nails are going to go, and then sanding the edges. Now, I'm putting in the nails to where they just come out the back, so that will help you whenever you're putting everything together. It'll kind of stabilize it. Right here, I'm lining up the sides and then tapping on each nail so it's even, and doing the same with the bottom. Now I'm making sure everything's square and lining it up on the piece of plywood that is about, I would say, an 1/8 inch thick, and cutting along those lines. Now what I'm doing is just placing a nail right in the middle of each side. I don't think it needs more than that because this thing isn't going anywhere. And sanding the edges. Now, I skipped the painting process because I didn't want to mess up my camera, but I painted, sanded, and then just brushed it off with a dry brush.
Alright, wasn't that easy? I told you it was. It actually didn't take that much work. The hardest part is using power tools, which if you're under 18, I do recommend that you use them under adult supervision. You might lose a finger, and we want to keep them all. So some other ways that I've used this other than just using it like this is you can actually turn it on its side. You can put fake flowers in here. You could probably line this and put real flowers in it also. One thing I did not show you while I was making this is I also drilled a couple holes up here, and then I just took some pretty thick twine, and then you just feed it in through the top there, and then tie some big knots so it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, thanks for coming back and watching this video. If you're a first-time viewer, make sure you subscribe down below because I love having subscribers. And we're trying to build up this channel so I can get more recommendations and some ideas of what kind of projects you guys want to see me do. Alright, see you next time.